A day of bold moves, Trump shakes up anti-corruption efforts. February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day, a day for love, chocolate, and a complete overhaul of America's anti-corruption measures. That's right, folks. The Trump administration decided to make fighting corruption about as appealing as a root canal. In a whirlwind of executive orders and pronouncements, Trump effectively neutered key tools used to combat corruption, both foreign and domestic. This wasn't just trimming a few regulations, it was taking a chainsaw to the entire system. Among the most significant moves was the executive order effectively freezing investigations and prosecutions under the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, or FCPA. This law, designed to prevent companies from bribing foreign officials, has been a cornerstone of anti-corruption efforts for decades. And now, on hold. Like your dad's promise to finally build that treehouse. The floodgates open, concerns and criticisms mount. Unsurprisingly, these actions sent shockwaves through the legal and political landscape. Critics, including many former prosecutors and anti-corruption experts, warned that Trump had effectively hung a giant welcome sign for corrupt individuals and entities worldwide. One of the most vocal critics was former Attorney General Alberto Gonzales. Yes, that Alberto Gonzales. Even he, a man who knows a thing or two about controversial legal decisions, expressed deep concern, stating that sidelining anti-corruption efforts sends a dangerous message. Adding fuel to the fire was the pardon of former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, a man who was literally convicted of trying to sell a Senate seat. It's like giving an arsonist the keys to the fire station. The message was clear: corruption is no big deal. Justifications and defenses, the administration's perspective. Now, the Trump administration wasn't exactly silent during all of this. They argued that these changes were necessary to cut red tape, boost business, and prevent the weaponization of corruption investigations for political purposes. They claimed that the FCPA put American companies at a disadvantage and hampered economic growth. They also insisted that Trump's own vast business interests, including a new cryptocurrency venture, wouldn't influence his decisions. Because when has a Trump ever let personal profit get in the way of, well, anything? As for the critics, the administration dismissed them as partisan hacks, more interested in scoring political points than in making America great again. It was a familiar playbook: attack, deflect, and distract. Consequences and concerns, a nation at risk. So, what does this all mean? Well, it's still early, but the potential consequences are significant. By weakening anti-corruption measures, the U.S. risks becoming a haven for corrupt foreign officials and shady business dealings. Imagine a world where dictators and kleptocrats can stash their stolen fortunes in American banks without consequence. Where foreign companies can bribe their way to lucrative contracts. It's not a pretty picture. And what about the message this sends to the rest of the world? America has long been a beacon of democracy and the rule of law, but by undermining its own anti-corruption efforts, it risks eroding its moral authority and credibility on the global stage. In the end, these actions may have consequences far beyond what anyone can predict. One thing is certain though, February 14th, 2025, will be remembered as a day when America took a dangerous step backwards in the fight against corruption.